This little guy's been circling around on Reddit from time ago, but we're finally here officially with the release of the Logitech MX Master 4. Let's go, the first impressions, let's go. Yo people, and what's good? It's man like Jamo. We out here in Berlin, IFA 2025 with the guys at Logitech this time for the drop of their Logitech MX Master 4, fam. Now obviously by the time you're seeing this will probably be like 2 weeks later, end of September when the embargo drops, but this thing, just on looking at it, this is the white version obviously at the moment. I'm going to give you guys a little colorway tour of the darker black version, but this right now, yeah, it definitely is looking wavy there, fam. Look at that. Thought I'll just show you guys the black one real quick. I can't lie, do you know what? Usually it's the white one that I prefer, fam, but this thing also looks very sleek. Looks very sleek. I actually can't wait to get home and actually give them a little comparison with my MX Master 3. But yeah, right now the black one, it's looking very stylish, fam. I love this kind of translucent kind of finish they got going on around the side of the keys, right here and here. Yeah. Let me give you guys a couple more angles so you guys can see what I'm going. It feels comfy though. People, so quick first impressions. We still got the quiet clicks here. Most important thing, and I can't even convey it to you guys through video, is the fact that we've now got haptic vibration in this thing. Now me, obviously as a gamer, I want to get this into an FPS game and start shooting it that way. But obviously they haven't really configured the thing to work like that. But right now, yeah, certain clicks, certain actions that you're doing on the mouse, you're going to get a haptic feedback, kind of like you get in your controller or in your smartphone or any kind of haptic feedback device. You got an extra button here as well, which you can customize. Obviously, everything's customizable. You still got the same scroll wheel, the infinite scroll wheel that you got from the MX 3 and all them kind of things. Can't lie, guys, it's looking good. It's looking good on first glance. Just holding it like this, yeah. Definitely looking wavy, fam. I like how this is like a whole button that you can see now, whereas it was like a hidden button that you couldn't see on the MX3. Fam. Anyway, let me sit down at a desk or something. All right, people, so we're in the demo booth with the MX Master 4, and I've just been using it for like 15 minutes. I can't lie, it's one of them products. I think maybe it's because obviously I've been using the MX Master 3 as my daily go-to driver, but it just feels like one of them products that you automatically get on with. You automatically get on with the feel of it. I've just been using it to like playing around with like the Logitech options, which I'll show you in a bit. Obviously they got a lot more customization around the haptics and stuff like that right now. It feels good, but it doesn't feel too crazy like it's something new for me to learn. It's just like, oh, this is the MX Master 3, but we've now got haptics, which is gonna basically make your experience even better. And it's good to go. Like all you got to do is customize how you want the vibrations to vibrate, and most of it is already pre-customized anyway. So yeah, I'm actually not mad at it at all, fam. It does feel it is intuitive, but at the same time, I've still got that MX Master 3 feel where I know and already love the mouse and know what I'm doing with it, and it feels like it works pretty well. Didn't even realize that they got the 8K polling rate on there as well, but man doesn't really need that kind of crazy, ridiculous polling kind of thing. Like a little 1,000, 2,000 is good for me. But yeah, no, it's definitely wicked, fam. Definitely looking like the mouse is mousing right now, at least. Okay, now moving on to the Logitech Options software. I know I've shown you guys this before, but this is what it all looks like for the MX Master 4. And I'm going to just show you guys the launch feature tour thing, because when you go into that, this is what you see when you first get the mouse. Shows you how the gestures work. You go from that to the haptic sense panel, and every time it shows you one of these demos on the left hand side there, it actually vibrates the mouse in real time, and it kind of feels like a Nintendo Switch Joy-Con, if you guys have ever used one of those before, or it feels like a good smartphone rumble. Basically the vibration feels very precise. Go through that now. You got intensity of the vibration and stuff like that. This options ring stuff is really cool, and it depends on which app you're in as well. So let's say, for example, you press the button now, you got all these options. Now when you get into Photoshop and you press the button, you've got all these Photoshop relative options kind of thing. So yeah, love the fact that, you know, going back and forth between different applications will give you different options, and obviously you can customize whatever you want those options to be. That's just like a default profile that it's giving you to help you out, kind of thing. So yeah, no, that's all cool. And then obviously, as I'll just show you here quickly, you've got all the options there that you can obviously click in and make whatever you want. So for example, I've got the middle button here to show and hide the desktop. You got other bare different options that you can choose from, really bare different options and stuff. I think there's even a store here somewhere where you can literally go to add applications, different applications, so that you can have different features depending on, you know, whether you're in Google Chrome or Microsoft Excel or Microsoft Teams, blah blah blah. Do you get it? Kind of thing. So yeah, no, it's cool, man. It's actually pretty cool. Anyway, closing thoughts and just a little hot take. I feel Logitech may have been lazy. Nah, lazy is the wrong word. I'd probably say they've played it safe when doing up MX Master 4, because MX Master 3S, let's not lie guys, it's already the gold standard. I've been using it for the past 2 to 3 years. I've seen every other YouTuber, every other content creator. I think I've even seen it on BBC News National TV, where one of the news presenters is using it as they're reading the news. Like, this is the gold standard of mouse. You don't need to change it. However, they've made little upgrades, little quality of life changes, like the materials, the polling rate, and with the haptic feedback, just to bring it a little bit up a grade from what we had with the 3S. Now, it's not necessity, I would say, but it is a nice little premium upgrade from what we've got on the 3S. I don't feel like it's made the 3S obsolete, but it's just them kind of saying, look, there is another level above the 3S, which is basically the 3S with extra quality of life improvements, and you know, that's available, kind of thing. And that's what I feel. But more importantly, I want to know what you guys feel in the comment section below. And as always, make sure you like, follow, subscribe, ding that notification bell, because it helps out the channel greatly. Anyway, bless out.